Hello.
Welcome. Hey, how you doing, mate? You all right? Good to see you, mate. I wasn't sure he was going to talk first. It's like, mixing standoff. You well?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. Not bad. Do you want to do the intro today? You carry on.
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go. I ain't never done the intro before. It's normally a bit. I feel all a bit alien. Right. Hi guys. Welcome along to the BBQ Talk Show. My name is Ryan.
My name's Matt.
Give you one job. Come on. Don't forget. Oh, fuck. Scratch that. Go on, Matt. You do it. It was going so well. Yeah, the words just started jumping around the page. It's like,
oh dear. All right, hold on. Let me adjust myself because this is clearly not right. Nope, still not right. There we go. Let's try now. Right. Okay. So I guess the first thing, the order of business, is someone very special to us. His birthday.
Two people.
Two people. Yeah. It's Uncle Steve's as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's start. We've already sung "Happy Birthday" in the chat. You probably haven't realised, but fast fingers. So first one, Russ from the Rusty Barbecue Co. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday. Thank you for your support.
And
highly valued.
Uncle Steve as well. I didn't realise it was Uncle Steve's birthday today.
What are the odds of that? Two people supplying rubs, supporting our show. Fantastic. Born on the same day. Be interested to know if they share the same age as well. That'd be shit. That'd be pretty weird.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, we should put that up the top there.
We can't ask, because that's rude to ask whether, someone's birthday date. So please don't sing. Why not? I thought we could do like a whole sort of
it's ready to
collaboration like we did for Ryan's. But if we get everybody in singing, it'd be quite fun.
Who wants to come and sing happy birthday?
More drink required for that.
Right, so we got Charlie in. Hi Charlie. Hi Russ. Hi Steve. Hi Craig. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks Tom as well. Tom's there.
You got to mention Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Russ is running his Black Friday deals. Head over to his website, check out his Black Friday deals. And Matt from Stag Charcoal is running a Black Friday deal, which is running through till the Sunday. So if you need some good quality British charcoal, jump over to him. Check him out. stagbritishcharcoal.co.uk. Check him out. I think there's our discount codes on the group as well. So if you want to jump on there and have a look at the discount code, you'll get the code from them. Lots going on at the minute. There are some shipments of Uncle Steve rubs that have been dispatched to people. Cider's had his, came and collected his from me. And last week's winner as well has had his. Hopefully it'll be there tomorrow or Monday, according to the tracking.
That's good. I did actually see some of the photos Cider put up with Uncle Steve's rubs. Fantastic. Really, really good.
Yeah. No, good
Very
stuff.
good.
Right. Should we get on to the order of the show?
Absolutely.
Okay then. So, this week's guest, Poppy Hewitt from Norfolk Smoke Pit. Should we get her in?
Yeah, let's get her in for a chat, find out what she's all about, pull her up and say hi.
All right. Hello.
Hi,
hello.
Pop. How you doing?
How are you?
How are you?
Yes,
I saw you changing your bottles around. What are you drinking?
So I've got Fireball.
Nice.
Good girl.
Cinnamon whiskey. And I like to mix it with Tropicana, apple juice. So it makes like a apple pie tasting sort of drink. So let's go for it.
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds good.
Nice big healthy one. Yeah, it is really nice. It's literally got that real nice American apple pie twang. I do like a Southern Comfort, mate. I'm not going to lie.
We're on the big bottle tonight. It's been a bit of a rushed evening, so we're on the big bottle.
So it's a total role reversal. I'm normally banging gin down my head like it's going out of fashion. I've just got three bottles of Hobgoblin.
Oh, happy birthday to Rusty Barbecue.
Yeah.
It must be a thing for people that make rubs to have a birthday in November, because it's my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I know it was Scott from Angus and Oink. His birthday was a couple of days ago as well. So everyone who makes rubs, his birthdays is in November.
That's true.
Cheers.
There's a very, very happy birthday to everybody.
Cheers.
Cool, I put a bit too much in there.
Never too much, just enough.
No, you know when it's too much, when it starts burning like your lungs.
Yeah, it's a bit warm, mate, to be honest. It's a little bit warm.
Yeah, nice.
Right, so first off, thanks for joining us, Pop. It's really, really good to have you on. Really cool to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for asking, mate.
We're just going to start off rolling this interview now. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been cooking over flames and fire, and in the smoke. So let's get it rolling a little bit, and let's find out a little bit about you, mate.
Cool. See, obviously I live in Norfolk, hence the Norfolk Smoke Pit.
Yeah.
Always lived here, born and bred. And as for sort of cooking, I've always been into cooking. My mum's got videos of me pretending to be Delia Smith when I was about 8 or 9. Gets rolled out at every Christmas. Just always been into barbecue, really. More, just simple grilling on a cheap, like a proper cheap barrel sort of, like a barrel sort of barbecue. 20-30 quid B&Q jobby. Couple of years ago I grown my own chilies, and someone in one of the chili groups said to me, I was asking about smoking and sort of like dehydrating chilies, and someone said, oh, you should join a group called CWS. They'll tell you what to do in there. Rest is history, mate. I joined the group and just was like blown away by what people were doing with barbecue, and brought a Pro Q, and it just kind of leveled up a bit from the simple grilling to sort of proper barbecue, I suppose.
Right, Ed, what's he said? Poppy, are you pissed already? Good
I will be, mate, after this drink. I tell you, I don't drink often. Mum and Dad used to run a pub, so booze was always there, and I went through a stage when I was about 14 of having sleepovers and breaking into the bar once it was closed and head under the optics type thing. I think I abused it so much when I was about 14 that I don't drink much anymore, to be honest. So I will be drunk by the end of this drink. That is a fact.
Wow.
So
right,
save the important questions for the end, mate, and you might get some more juice out of me.
Excellent.
I don't know about that.
We get the good ones.
I'm sure there's going to be some questions flying in from the chat anyway. Charlie Pickles is in here. He loves a good question, so we get. I'm sure there'll be some coming in. Right, so your first, we sort of covered that. Have you got any sort of first memories of cooking over fire and flame, or what's your...
Do you know what, mate? My first memory for myself is really when I moved out from home and had my own house, and just that's when I was like cooking a lot, really, when I could choose what I wanted for dinner. It was like, let's have barbecue. Let's have barbecue. let's have barbecue.
Nice.
But as for my sort of first memories of barbecue, my dad, we've got an American air base right near us, and we was used to go on there for July the 4th, like the American Independence Day, and it's just a barbecue fest, basically. So I used to go on there with my dad. He used to work on there, so I used to go on there when I was younger, and that's kind of like my first memories of barbecue. Just you'd literally get out of the car and it would be like, oh, Can you smell the goodness?
That's a pretty good pedigree, if you ask me. Good God. Proper American air. Yeah.
It's wicked. We're surrounded by American air bases, but they do like the big event on the one right near our house, and it's the one day that English people are allowed to just go onto the base. Obviously, every other time it's like you have to be chaperoned by an American, but it was just a free-for-all on that day. Anyone can go on and enjoy the day. So that's kind of like my first memories of barbecue, I would say. Wow,
that's super cool. Really, really cool. I don't know why I put that down. I want to do this reach around and get it. It's like plonk.
Not like you. It's normally glued to your hand, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. That's the trouble. I drink them too quick. That's the thing. So but so you sort of touched on it then. What pits have you got at the minute? And what's your favourite one to cook on? Obviously.
Oh mate, I've got so I've got the Frontier, which is what I got first, the Pro Crew Frontier. Then I suppose it's not a barbecue. I suppose it's worth mentioning. The next thing I bought was an uni, which I've got the Pro, so I always use it with wood and charcoal, so it's still that kind of fire experience, if you like. Quality. That is a quality bit of kit, to be fair. Then I bought the Cadai Fireball.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of used the fact that we had lots of rubbish that needed burning as an excuse to get it. It's like, I can use it as a fire pit and burn all those old pallets that we've got, rather than I need another barbecue. So yeah, we got the Cadai, and then I've got the Mac Daddy of smokers, which is what I use all the time now. Really, is the Pro Q Fogger cabinet.
That looks amazing.
Okay. Yeah,
it looks so cool.
Proper bit of kit. I mean, I still love the Frontier, because the thing is about the Fogger, it sits real low, real slow, and I filled it up with the Pro Q briquettes, and I'd let them extinguish them when I finished, but on my first run, I just wanted to see how long it ran for, so I left it going. I think it was something like 32 hours that it was just solidly at the same temp. I couldn't believe it. I went outside the next day and was like, am I allowed to swear?
You can say what you like. We're all grown-ups.
Yeah, you can.
Fucking hell, this thing is still hot, and it's not even dying. It was still sat at like 120C. So yeah, that is a proper nice bit of kit. And the fact it's like that cabinet style where you can just open the one door and have access to everything, whereas on the Pro Q, if you're cooking on both the shelves, it can get a little bit fiddly where you want to. Yeah, you can't. It's a great smoker, but if you're doing like we're going to do the Christmas dinner on there, it'd just be easy. I'll just keep opening that one big door and have access to everything. So that is a proper bit of kit. That.
Is it insulated as well, or is it just?
Yeah, mate. It wouldn't go for 32 hours if it wasn't. It's proper solid. It's proper. It takes a little bit longer to get warm. So with the Frontier, obviously, because the metal's a lot thinner, it gets up to temp pretty quick. Whereas the Fogger does take a little while to get up to temp, but it lasts a lot longer. But you know, I still love I'll still always use the Frontier because of all the accessories. Like I love the plancha. We've done smash burgers on it the other night. I've got the rotisserie, so in the summer, that's just an easy thing to just stick 20 chicken thighs on and do a kebab for everyone in the garden, sort of thing. So it's not that it won't get used anymore. It's just I use it for different things.
I'd say I've fallen in love with rotisserie cooking. Like I got a rotisserie for Christmas last year. Deb got it for me. They're so easy as well. It's literally bang a bird on it and then off it goes. You know, hour later you got delicious succulent food to eat.
Yeah,
you know?
the last thing we cooked on it was a pork with like a big nice bit of crackling on. Oh my god, we're just the way the fat drips onto the coals and you get that that proper smoky hit onto it. But yeah, love it. Yeah, again, quality bit of kit that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't go wrong with one. Well, I'm doing my Christmas dinner on. I don't know if I'm going to put the turkey on it or a big lump of pork on it, but it definitely being used on Christmas.
You know what? I've just got
both.
I've just got like a big old breast coming for the turkey, because there's only going to be 2 of us, and I just find that, I mean, I don't mind doing a curry and all that for leftovers, but I can't be asked, if I'm honest. I can't be bothered. There'll be so much food in the house that the breast will be absolutely plenty. I'm going to follow the Aaron Franklin recipe, which is basically you just smoke it and then you stick it in some wrap with a load of butter. Job done, basically. Really simple, really easy. So that's what I'll be doing. But talking of grills, I do want to get one of those. I'm loving the look of those PK grills.
Oh yeah, they are banging. Good bits, solid bits of kit. They look like they're built like tanks.
Yeah.
I think you'd buy one and never have to buy another one by the looks of them. They're really heavy duty. Proper
solid, don't they? And I do like the look of the Masterbuilt 560 as well, but I'm not going to go there. I just like the look of that charcoal hopper, the way you just shove all the charcoal in and then set it to what temp you want. But I'm hopefully going to get a barbecue shack at some point next year. And then perhaps more toys will get added. But at the moment, it's just like, I don't know, all the barbecues are just littered around the garden. And it's like starting to look like a bit of a scrapyard of barbecues, if you know what I mean.
What you'd have to do
I built me one of those. And it leaves a fucking sieve.
You are?
I built me a barbecue shack and it leaks like a fucking sieve. There's just no point. I might as well have just left them on top of the patio and just left.
Well, this is the thing, mate. My DIY skills are next to zero. So I'll be buying something. I've looked. There's a few websites. It's Chewin or something. TUIN. They do like they're not barbecue shacks, but they're like wooden sort of gazebos. You know, they're you could
pagodas.
Yeah, kind of, and then you kind of build around it and make it a shack, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they ain't cheap, mate. By the time you've got the slabs on the bottom and the decking, or however you're going to do it, so I need to put a good few grand aside for what I'm kind of planning on doing. Which I
built mine for free.
What is it, like, out of pallets or something?
I've done mine out of pallets.
No, upcycling. Let's put it that way. It was upcycled from work. There was a lot of like one of the rooms at work was being ripped out, so I took all the wood out of it and repurposed it. So yeah,
I wish I had.
It was
skills,
hard work.
I ain't got no skills.
Everybody's got skills. It's just different ones. That's it.
Absolutely.
I keep trying to say to builders and stuff, like, you build me the shack and I'll cook you lunch for like the 3 days that you're doing it. But nobody's biting at the moment.
You want to wait until the spring rocks round and then start doing it. Oh, look at this, what I've done. Come round. Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
That'd be the way.
You want some of this meat, then come and build me a meat shack.
Pork bolts on the go. They'd be like working like Trojans, mate, around your house.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, innit? So, let's talk about
your rubs.
Yeah, let's do it, mate. Yeah. Funny enough, I've got some right here, look.
Conveniently placed.
Yeah.
I thought it was a camera lens. She got a camera lens in the shop. Look at that. Come on in, let's have the rundown on them, Poppy. Is it
flipped, or can people read that?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's start with. Right, so got my all-purpose rub, which is we started with 2. Basically, it was kind of done around what I cook, which is a bit selfish, really. Is that was never because I thought this one would be popular. It's like, well, this is a rub that I have been making for years. We used to do poker nights at our pub, and this is bad to even admit this on the barbecue talk show, but we used to do pulled pork and it was cooked in the oven. Don't shoot me. But we at the time,
must.
people used to love it though.
Yeah.
We used to get like maxed out on our poker nights, and the main reason people would come was because in the break we used to do pulled pork rolls.
Right.
No way.
So this was the rub that we always used to use for that. So that was always going to be done. The good old rub, which if you can see the colour that gives on like
It's quite paprika-y.
Yeah, it's proper nice red colour that it gives on your ribs. Mainly used, to be fair, it's a good all-rounder. We use it on like wedges, but it's mainly like for ribs and wings, that sort of thing. The paprika we use, you say that about the paprika's funny because you can buy 10 different types of paprika, depending on where you get it from, is how good and how red it will be. This stuff is called sweet noble paprika, which is a completely different color to like your normal paprika. But yeah, that's that one. I wish you had smell-o-vision because you could have a little whiff of it. But, yeah, so that's that one. That's really and then good. we also had, where is it, the Cactus Kitchen. Now, bit of a weird name, but the reason for it is my friends used to own a Mexican restaurant, and it was called Cactus Kitchen. And their Mexican restaurant I feel it just didn't take off. They cooked awesome food, but they had to close it. So this was named in a bit of a homage to their restaurant. Again, the reason why we've done this one is because we eat a hell of a load of Mexican food. So tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas. Yeah, we eat a lot of Mexican. So that was the first two that we come out with. Yeah. Then we added, not so long ago, which is probably our best-selling one, which is the Bruin Brisket, which is a coffee. Yeah, coffee. So the idea with the name was I was sat in my shed trying to think of a name for it, and it's a bit of a spin on tea and biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bruin briskets. So coffee, brisket. So yeah, it's got oak smoked paprika in it, bit of garlic granules, cumin, cayenne, bit of cinnamon. The main bulk of it is coffee, black pepper, sugar and salt, just like your traditional brisket sort of rub, but with some sort of flavor enhancers in it. But that is like a bark machine. That is, it's literally really good for your brisket or your beef rib bark. So that's the
would you have to go quite heavy with it, or
just... Do you know what I do? But I think it's like each to your own, really, with the rubs. I mean, some funny thing is, a couple of people have said to me like, "Oh, it's spicy," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not spicy.
Peppery."
I think everybody's flavor, everybody's palate is different, but I kind of shake all my rubs on the same. Really, I'll just give the meat, I would say, a liberal sort of coating. Do you know what I mean? I think if you're going to put a rub on, you might as well put a decent amount on. I mean, you don't want to cake. You don't want to cake it. But yeah, a good shake, a nice covering of it. I mean, they've got the shaker caps, so they do, they come out nicely, sort of evenly distributed. And then the other one we've got, which is our Herbie jalapeno, which is a bit of a homage to my little boy Herbie. Couldn't not call it Herbie, really, could I, with a son called Herbie? And it's literally a mix of oregano, thyme, rosemary, and then subtle hints of mint and jalapeno flakes. So perfect for lamb.
That sounds interesting.
And to be honest, this again is quite versatile. I put it on my roast potatoes, put it on roast chicken, put it in pasta, put it on pizza. It's somebody done, do you know what? Forgive me, I can't think of his name, which is terrible. But he cooked some lamb ribs. He's going to hate me because I talk to him all the time. I can't think of his name. But yeah, he done some twisted ribs. There you go. Twisted ribs off Instagram.
Yeah.
He done some lamb ribs. I'd never seen anyone cook lamb ribs before. But they look
good.
so good, really, really good. And he was like well impressed with this. So yeah, they've all been selling well. They're all kind of close to my heart. I don't think I could pick a favourite because they're all sort of, they've all got their own place in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they're I've got some more coming next year. Might as well give you a little exclusive, I suppose.
Oh, that'd be good. A barbecue talk show exclusive. We like them.
Yeah, mate. I've not told anybody this. I've got the jerk recipe nailed. That's coming out, and then I've also, where is it? I've actually got it here. I didn't plan that either because it's in my Herbie jalapeno, but you can see it. It's a honey rub. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, it's got honey powder in, which costs pretty much more than fucking gold. It's one of the world's most expensive ingredients that I seem to have stumbled upon. But I really want to use it. So yes, it's I tried it the other night on some chicken, proper glazy. It's really, really glazy. And I'm going to try it on my ham when I cook some test ham in
that's probably Lent.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So they're the next two. Honey. I can't know if I should tell you the names. So I want to be that barbecue exclusive. Go on.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Go on.
The
I reckon she needs to drink more, and then she will.
Here we go. Hang on. Fuck it.
No, we'll have a singing like a canary.
I'm going to watch it back in the morning and be like, what was I doing? The jerk is going to be called Ragamuffin Rub.
All right, cool.
So we've got a bit of a Ragamuffin Rub coming out. And then the honey one is going to be Honey I Glazed the Meat.
Oh,
so
nice.
A bit of a spin on Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
Of course.
So they're pretty much the honey one. I'm still tweaking it a little bit. I'm sort of on like version 3 or 4 of it, to be fair, but I want it to be right. But the jerk is nailed and ready to go. Oh, hang on.
I do like a bit of jerk.
It's completely different to the others that are out there. It's but it's, if I do say so myself, it's bloody good. And I've made a few sort of marinades with it by blending it with like mango and pineapple, and that worked really well. So I'm quite excited to get those out next year to make the range a little bit bigger. So yeah,
I've been waiting for some fruity rubs and sauces to come out over here. There's a few of them over in America, but you don't see them over here so much.
Do you know what? Do you know what I reckon it is? It's because if I wanted to buy that honey powder in America, pennies. I don't know why, or things like maple sugar and lots of sort of ingredients like that, just to
Is that me? Or is that Poppy? No,
hello,
sorry.
hello.
Mine was playing up last week.
Hold on, Pop. You're breaking up.
She's done.
She's froze.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
It's fine.
She'll be back, I hope.
Yeah. Just pop her a message, tell her to come back out and come back in again. If you can hear us, Pop, just pop out, pop back in.
Yeah,
remix.
What's a barbecue talk show without a little bit of technical problems, eh?
Yeah, that's very true. I tell you what,
last week I disappeared completely.
Yeah, and then you were back in the room again. But yeah. I do like the sound of the fruity, spicy rubs and sauces.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been conversing with one of our partners about fruity rubs.
Yeah, we need
definitely something that needs to be addressed in the UK. We definitely need some more fruity stuff.
I did see Jason Larum. He put something up earlier. He's got some sort of mango.
Latham.
Jason
Latham.
Larum. Sorry,
Thank you.
Jason Latham. That's all right. I can't read. That's the thing.
Yeah, we'll let you off.
But I just see things different. That's all. Cheers, guys. Yeah, Kent beer reviewers. Thanks, mate.
Time for another drink, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm going to get another one. As I was saying about where was I? Yeah, the spicy barbecue rubs and sauces. I really do like them.
Right.
Yay! Come on, Pop. Come on. There we go.
Press the button.
Back in the room.
So I don't know what happened there, mate.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Worst things happen.
Yeah,
It just means that Matt had to.
yeah, like one of the co-hosts disappeared last week.
Matt's just pouring him another large one, so he's over the moon. He's like, oh, better do another drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But yeah, so
Where were we? We were talking about rubs.
Sweet rubs, you were saying.
What about rubs? Sweet, sweet and spicy
It'd be good
rubs
to
and
get some more
sauces.
sweet ones out. Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh,
Hang on. I'm back. So I
Yeah,
told
okay,
you
yeah,
about
it's-
drinks.
Yeah, Jason.
I think you need more. We'll have
Yeah.
you dancing around the kitchen soon.
Soften the blow a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the rubs.
So what?
Um,
So why do you think that we haven't got that much fruity stuff in the UK then?
Well, I would
it's
probably
just
say.
hard. Sauce and ingredients is you know, with most stuff, yeah, it's just
You're breaking up again, Poppy.
yeah.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Oh dear.
He's
Here
frozen.
you go.
You can hear us, but
I
you're
hear
frozen
you.
at the minute.
Oh,
Oh really? Oh,
but we
do
can't
you
see
know what?
you.
I'm on. I've got good Wi-Fi. Can you hear me?
Kind
Just
of.
about.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're just frozen.
dropping
It doesn't
in
matter.
and
We
out.
keep on talking. You might sort of loop back in. Or you can drop back out and
Yeah,
I'll
was
drop you out and then drop you back in again. One sec.
Drop me out.
Ready? Okay. Add back in. Oh, hello. You there?
I'm there, mate.
That's
You
it.
hear
Cool.
me?
Right. Yeah, we can hear you. Let's keep chatting. I reckon
It's
it's.
fine,
I think
fine.
you've probably got some antivirus or something going or like that. I reckon because all of my stuff
Well,
goes a
listen
bit
to Mr.
bananas around
Technical.
9. No, I've only learned it from you. From what you
I
said.
just
It's all right to talk the
never
talk.
said
I
that
wouldn't
to
have a
you.
clue how to do the job. I'll be like, oh yeah, better sort it out. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Fob off my expertise.
Yeah.
So you reckon sourcing the actual ingredients in the UK is probably the reason why we haven't got any sweet rubs and sauces then?
yeah, I guess so. And I guess it's just like you lean towards wanting, especially me. I like spicy food,
Yeah.
so I've probably leaned towards more flavourful, spicy kind of rubs than I have sweet rubs. But yes, it's a couple of people have asked me now, like to bring out like a really sweet, non-spicy rub. For you do see a lot of people saying, "Oh, my missus don't like spice," or "I don't like spice," and they can't have this rub or they can't have that rub. So yeah, I guess that'd be it, really.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Alfie, go away. That was my 14-year-old playing with a light.
Oh. Poppy's disappeared.
Oh. It's all right. I'm taking a leaf out of your book now. I'm just pouring a beer, so.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Anything planned cooking this weekend, Ryan?
I've got a ton of stuff to do, to be honest, Matt.
Do you know what? I can't remember the last time I put something on a barbecue. Is that bad? I think I'm going to have to go and have some Latins for that.
It's that time of year, isn't it? To be honest, you either get out there and do it or you don't, you know? Like, to be honest, I've shied away from it a little bit over the last couple of weeks.
I don't really want to stand in my barbecue shack and get wet.
Yeah, it's drier than beer. I've seen you cooking outside under a brolly, mate, so it's got to be drier than being under an umbrella.
I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy standing in torrential rain in the fucking under a brolly.
It's not the enjoyment. It's the sacrifice you're making. It's the being out there doing it. It's like, look at me, I'm cooking outside in the rain. Yeah, of course it is. No. It's the overall triumph. That's what you're going for. It's like, look at that silly sod out there in the rain.
Do you know, I'm not sure. I haven't opened up my drum recently to see how much water's stored in there today.
You've got
Maybe I should go out and see how bad it is.
Funky. That's going to be mean.
Am I back?
Yes,
you're back. Yes. Back in the room, Pop.
You're talking about if you hadn't opened your drum in a while, right? I hadn't opened my Pro Q in quite a while, and I saw Marcus Bowden putting up a thing about mould the other day, and I thought, shit, I better open it. Absolutely full with mould
everywhere.
It was like a giant green bogey inside that bloody Frontier. I tell you,
lush.
Yeah, burnt it all off and give it a good scrub and everything. It's good as new, like. But it was bad.
I might do myself a little video on how to clean your drum, because mine is going to be fucking disgusting.
I was like, shit, this has been too long, man. This is like furred up in there.
I can't remember the last time I used my drum. When was the last time? It must have been September, maybe August.
Does water get in bad? Does it?
Yeah, for whatever reason, it leaks like it's bad. I've plugged up all the holes I can, and for whatever reason, it's still just fucking. It's like it sucks it up from the bottom. It's just horrible. Last time I went out there, I had about 6 inches of water in the bottom.
If you forget to put the cover on the Pro Q,
bitch, mate.
It's an absolute bitch. But obviously, if you put the cover on and you're not an idiot like I am, and you actually do put the cover on, but yeah, if you don't, it's you're going to end up with a swimming pool in the bottom of it.
I didn't think that I'd need to, after building a barbecue shack that took me like 2 weeks to build. I didn't think I'd need to cover them up anymore, but clearly I was wrong.
Yeah, but it does rain sideways in England, mate.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I should have just built a box instead. Giant box to put them all in.
That'd have done it.
I'm surprised you shouldn't be getting water in your drum like that. Not if it's undercover, mate.
It's just our boggy weather, isn't it?
You ain't seen where I put it.
That's true. Well, mine's a bit of a pun, but it's tight as a drum. You know what I mean? I have no trouble with it. It's like a little bit dusty inside when I open it up. I cook on it regularly enough not to let it get funky, so it's all right. It's fine. I might use it.
I might actually go out there tomorrow, empty it of water, burn it out with the weed burner, and then flip it upside down with the lid off. And leave it up.
My dad
leave
used
the
to
lid
have
off.
one of them.
Down.
You talking about one of them flamethrower things?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to love doing the weeding with that. He'd just be like walking around out the prodigy.
That's like a normal thing, isn't it? Anybody that likes flames likes a little sort of weed burner or anything bigger than that, flamethrower. Yep. That's me in my element, wandering around with a fucking flaming stick.
Quality.
Got a thing for burning myself all the time. So, it must be my fetish. I must just love burning myself.
That's a completely different podcast.
A constant running joke, isn't it? When I'm normally cooking, how many times have you burnt yourself this time? I tend to just go like barehanded and be like, oh yeah, I just need to move this grill. It's not like it's been sat over fucking charcoals for a while. Just grab it. Oh shit, it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few
Right, so
turns.
let's why we were.
I went in the shed and I had to bin my barbecue gloves because they were just like someone had dumped them in snow, but it was mold. It's just like, oh, okay. So they're a bit minging now. So they've gone in the bin. Gonna have to get some more of those.
I'm going to try and steer this back on course again.
Go
So,
on, we're calling the swear words again.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say, Poppy, is the development of your rubs. It sounds like you are quite obviously technical and into them. Are you sort of like a bosh it together type of girl, and then sort of figure it out afterwards, or do you sit there and meticulously sort of measure them all out and keep notes on everything, on where you're going and all that sort of stuff? Are you like that, or are you?
Well, it's funny because when I'm cooking my own food, I'm very much a pinch of that, a pinch of this, a bit of that, and a bit of that. But I have just bought, I didn't actually just buy it, I got bought it for last Christmas and I've only just started using it, which is DJ Barbecue does like a little notebook, a little logbook. It's literally just a notepad really with, it's got like times, temps, recipe, and you log your cooks in it. And I've started using it because my memory's like a sieve, and I'll go to make something again and I'll be like, well, that was really nice last time, but God knows how I've done it because I didn't follow a recipe and I've just done a pinch of this and a pinch of that. So yeah, I'm a bit of a wing it sort of chef.
Me
but
too.
obviously with the rubs, they're very meticulous, you know, down to a gram of what is in them, and it's the same each time. And when I'm developing new recipes like this honey one, everything has been documented, you know, every version of it, every tweak, every change. So yeah, I suppose I'm a little bit of both really.
All right.
But obviously I want the rubs to be the same.
Yeah,
every
consistent.
time.
Yeah.
So they're all documented and stuff, but yeah, and I'm starting to document my own cooks more, just so I can actually look back, and because I'm good at taking a picture, but I'm not very good
definitely.
I don't often write, and it's something I'm actually starting to do more on my Instagram, which I want to do more of next year, is posting up recipes for other people to try and other people to use our rubs, you know, rather than just saying, look, here's a picture of what I've cooked. I'm going to try and do more sort of step by steps for people to try and replicate the food themselves. So yeah, bit of both really.
Oh, okay, I can see I've got a bit of a troll in the chat for my work.
Who is it? Cut them out.
He's my mate.
I
Gav.
thought you'd like that.
Yeah. We've got a bit of a thing going on with what is it, Friday night dinner at the minute. It's like, oh, you look nice, or hello Ryan and others, or all of that sort of malarkey. And it's like,
oh, there we go.
It's funny, but it's getting a bit weird now, to be honest. But it's all right, Gav. Cheers, mate.
I can't see the chat. That's normal? Yeah.
Yeah. It's all running down the side. Yeah. That's. I wish they'd do that with StreamYard. You could see what was going on.
I mean, it just gets confusing for the guests if there's too much on the screen, isn't there?
Yeah, to be fair, it is distracting when you're doing like an Insta live and stuff, and you're trying to
trying to keep up with everything. It's just overwhelming sometimes. Yeah. What got you into making rubs?
I just, do you know what it is, mate? I love cooking, and I wanted a food truck.
Okay.
I had it in my head. I was pestering my dad when we lived at the pub to get a food truck, and because of the pulled pork at the pub, and obviously it was just in the oven and stuff. But everyone was rating it like, oh, if food's really good. And we used to have like a flat press toasty machine, so we used to do quesadillas in there as well.
Nice.
Everyone was like really rating it, and I just really wanted a food truck. And as time's gone on, I've sort of, you know, I've got a job away from this, and I just it's not doable. I can't leave my job for a life on a food truck. And to be honest, the more I sort of thought about it, it's like, do I want to be on a food truck? Do I want to be cooking all the time for other people? I love cooking, and I didn't want to take that sort of
away. Yeah, no, that's
you
fair.
know what I mean? I didn't want to turn it into a business and then lose the love for it.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like the next thing that sort of came into my head was, well, how about I try and get people to cook the food that I'm cooking? So it was just like a natural sort of, I've always wanted to sort of do something myself where I can be in full control of it as well, and design the labels, design the names, just do what I want to do, sort of thing. So yeah, it's just all sort of come naturally, I suppose, really. So rather than buying a greasy burger wagon, I'm making rubs. As simple as that, really.
Yeah, so fair enough. There's a lot to be said for that sort of thing, though. I know, like my uncle, he's got a couple of vans. He sells burgers around markets and stuff like that. He's made a killing. Like, he's doing all right. You know what I mean? Like, for a few burgers and a couple of cups of tea. Last time I saw him, he had a brand new Range Rover.
To be fair, my before my mum and dad had the pub, going back years now, they did a burger van in the winter and then an ice cream van in the summer. And my mum still does ice cream now. When they got rid of the pub, she got another ice cream van. And she hasn't got a new Range Rover because she doesn't go out enough in it. But it's a nice little business, nice. I'm definitely not knocking anybody that has got a burger van. Definitely not.
No. Well, it's just horses for courses, isn't it? You know what I mean? I think he might be earning extra income as well. I'm not quite sure, but
the burger van is the real deal. Yeah,
but he's certainly doing all right. No, I wouldn't want to say that. I couldn't say that possibly. Obviously not. He's a
one burger and 2 E's, please. No.
Why is your salt lined up like that?
It's the most expensive salt on the market. It's the finest you can import. Why are they stamped with Colombia? No. Anyway,
one line per customer.
Getting back onto So where were we anyway? Moving on. I don't near it. I'll be honest.
Mate,
gonna get a phone call later on, Ryan.
I can railroad any podcast, mate. I tell you.
Especially after
I told you, nearly at the bottom, and it's getting a bit.
Seconds out, round 2. Here it comes. So we covered and you don't have any favourite rolls. So let's talk. You got that rolls nicely round into actually your Instagram account. You have 3,234 followers ish at the minute. You were saying you want to do like instructional stuff like that. Have you ever thought about using Instagram TV for like videos? Because I know also you've got a YouTube channel, but it looks like it's
mate, my
not in use at the minute.
No. I set it up last year with the intention of putting stuff on there, and I honestly put one video on there. And all it was pretty much a slideshow of pictures and videos. And I was sat editing that for about 4 hours, mate, just like trying to get the right shot and the right music. And I ain't got time for YouTube. That's a hard nut to crack. And it's maybe something on the list for down the line. And what I'll do is it'll just be... I like have you ever watched Wilson's barbecue videos?
No, I haven't, no.
Yeah, if you get a chance, go on YouTube and watch his stuff. It's very short, very sharp, very informational, doesn't drag it out. Sort of 6-minute videos, you know, cooking a full brisket in 6 minutes. Obviously, he's not. He's taking him to 12 hours. But it's
That'd be fucking cool though, wouldn't it? Get the same sort of level results in 6 minutes.
Yeah, can you imagine, mate? Would there be as much attraction though? Isn't that half the attraction?
I think more people would get involved if it took 6 minutes instead of like 16 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, no, YouTube, not for me, mate. Anyone that's doing well on that and spends the time editing videos, fair play to them. Because for me, do you know what I mean? It takes enough time. I can hardly spare 2 minutes to write a bloody Instagram post, let alone run a YouTube channel. So that's on the back burner for now, mate. It's just sort of like social media, really, Facebook and Instagram for us for now.
Got yourself a TikTok yet?
Oh, do you know what? I was tempted. I'm still tempted, but
I think you should. If you're going to go down the route of doing really short, sharp videos, TikTok's the way forward for you.
Yeah. I mean, do you know what? I'm only 30. I have to think about it now. 32, I think. I just feel like fuddy duddy sometimes. I went on that TikTok and I felt the same when I joined Instagram. You know, it's overwhelming when you join a new app or a new platform and it's like starting everything all over again. And mate, I didn't know what I was doing on there. I was just like, oh, this is.
I still don't.
I felt like a proper mum on there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, so what?
But I should.
You know what it feels like to be a mum, Ryan.
No, I know what it feels like to be an old person or an older gentleman. What my boys called me when I went on, like they were like, "You can't go on TikTok. You can't go on TikTok." I was like, "Why not?" He goes, I'm not going to repeat what they said, but it wasn't very nice. That's all I'm saying.
Were they comparing you to like the prehistoric creatures that once roamed the land?
No, they were saying I was some kind of predator for going on to TikTok. I was like, what? I'm only going to put barbecue videos up.
Fucking hell.
I know. I was like,
what's going on this TikTok? I revoke anything that I said about going on TikTok. If you're labelled a predator for going on there when you're slightly older, let's not do it.
I was like, really? Like, yeah, leave it alone, Dad. I was like,
as if your kids are calling you.
That's because the kids use it.
You a pedo.
I was like, oh, what? Cheers, boys.
To be fair, so far that's my highlight of the interview, Ryan.
Oh, thank you. This is just the start. This is just the start.
That's nice.
Yeah, not many people can say that on the internet and not have a gang of policemen around their house in the morning.
Still time.
Nah, it's still time. Jules in the chat. Hi, Jules. How you doing? Thanks for joining in.
Another dodge there.
That's not a dodge. This is a segue. We're talking about Instagram.
Exactly.
And all of your, No, I'm trying to be professional here, Matt. You're normally the professional one. I'm normally the one who's ballsing around. But
it's
tonight,
me,
it seems
mate.
to be
Railroad things. It's me. I'll curb it in. I'll behave.
Every time I swear now, Ryan, in the chat, they all comment saying that I've swore. So there's no professionalism. They're all just calling me on my potty mouth now.
I only swear when I need to, and that's pretty much all the time.
All the time. Absolutely.
Right.
Go on, back to your questions, Ryan.
Come on, Matt. Come on.
I'm trying.
Go do it. So
I can't remember the last time I drank, and the Southern Comfort is nice.
Okay. So Poppy, do you have any particular equipment you use for your photographs and stuff like that for Instagram? There we go. Ryan, Gary, This is going to sound a bit controversial, right? You can say a lot of things about Gary Glitter, but he weren't a grass. Just saying. You edit that out of the podcast, Matt.
Yeah, you're going to get banned, lads. You're going to get banned. No, Ryan.
It's not nearly as good as the Jimmy Savile joke, is it?
You know?
Jim will fix it.
Mate,
Jim fixed it for me to touch a...
no special gear. I literally just got an iPhone.
Right.
It's not even the newest one. I have the other half has got the new, not the new iPhone. They just bought one out like last month, didn't they?
Yeah.
Silly bugger me went and bought one in October. Anyway,
September, yeah.
Hers is better than mine, and I've taken the odd picture on hers, and it's marginally better. I think mine's the X, hers is the 11, and that's it, mate. No, I've got this under the counter lighting, which is just like a strip light in my kitchen. Most of the food shots get taken here, so it's got good lighting from the kitchen anyway. And
they always look fantastic. Like all of the pictures you put up.
I have got a one of these like claw things. I don't even know what it's called. Hold your phone so you can do like overhead videos and that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, never. When I'm outside, that's when we get a barbecue shack. That's when I will have to up the game and probably get some proper lighting in, like for taking pictures and that, because it's so dark, especially at this time of year. You go out, definitely. You light the barbecue, you start cooking in this daylight, and then bang, daylight's gone.
Yeah. It's so quick as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. So no, summer's my favourite time. You can get good pictures at like 10 o'clock in the evening, but at the moment, if you're cooking barbecue outside after 4, you aren't getting a good picture out there.
No. Well, saying that, I just brought a new lens for my camera, but it's like it's a fast lens. It's a thing called a pancake lens, so it's like got a really fast aperture on it. I'm getting geeky now. Sorry. It's basically so you can take pictures in the dark, pretty much with low lighting.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's good for film as well. It's got a really short focal length, high-speed lens, so that should help me a little bit through the winter, hopefully.
It was the plan.
Really cheap.
That was the plan that started the YouTube channel. I was going to get I think I was going to get a Canon camera. I think Marcus advised me on some good cameras and sort of lights and stuff to get. And I had the money. I had a crap phone at the time, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to buy a new phone and see, because I need a new phone anyway. I just thought, if I do the whole YouTube thing, I will invest in some proper equipment. But for taking pictures for social media and for doing the odd live video and that, a good new phone is all you need. Perfect. Really. I personally think, but different kettle of fish if you're editing videos and stuff. But I ain't got time for that. I'm too much of like, I wouldn't say perfectionist, but I fiddle on things like that for ages, like editing of videos and that. I wasted ages on that one shitty little video on YouTube.
I tell you, I watched that a couple of days ago, and I was really impressed. Because I thought, fucking hell, if this is her first video, why hasn't she done any more? Because everything was like bang on point, all the timing changed at the same time. Even the beat drops were synced with the camera, with the different.
That's the thing, mate. I used to produce music. I went to college to do music production, so a lot of that sort of editing of where you put in the chunks in and putting your slides in and putting music in is very similar to when you're making a song and producing music. So I fiddled with it for way too long, mate, way too long. But yeah, I would like to do it, to be honest, because it was fun. But what with having Herbie and making the rubs, and I literally just don't have time at the moment. I've got to say I've got another job, and that's Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays are usually family time and making the rubs and that. And I can't get into that video editing thing right now.
It does burn up a lot of time, I must admit. It's
far too long.
Once you get into it, you just sort of like get engulfed, and then before you know it, 4 hours have gone past, and you've edited like a 4-minute video.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like,
what have I done? I've done 2 videos on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure I lost half of my life.
Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. It's not that. Oh, do you know what? It's going to sound sort of. The reward that you get from it, the satisfaction that you get is nice, because you can watch that video back and be like, oh yeah, I edited that, I done that, and that was great. But if you're going to get 30 views on it, it's a bit like,
Yeah.
Oh, what's the point? I know you've got to be consistent and you've got to keep putting out good content to get a lot of views and stuff on YouTube, but nah, not for me. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not for everyone, I must admit. I do kind of enjoy it, but equally as well, it is a ball ache. I ain't gonna lie, because like
I think I got halfway through my editing of my video and then I hit the fuck it moment. And I was like, yeah, balls. I can't be bothered with this anymore. And I just sort of chopped all the little bits down and just, yeah, fuck it. That'll do. A transition here, a transition there. We'll just overlay some music.
I've been looking at getting a drone for ages. I really want to get a drone.
It's a waste of money.
Well, do you know what?
I have one and I never use it anymore.
I saw my partner was like, you're gonna go over the field out the back of our house. You're probably gonna go down the river with it. So what are you gonna fucking do once you've done that, basically?
Don't forget, you also have to have a license for it now.
Yeah, I know, mate.
It's not a massive amount of money, but
we live out in the middle of nowhere. Literally, I think I'll just wing it. But yeah. I'm not a rule breaker. I'm not a law breaker, people.
Buy an air base, are you mad?
Yeah, true. To be fair, yeah.
I know how all that shit works. It's kind of my job. They pick it up in an instant. What's that flying around? Oh, fuck, we go around Poppy's house, sort her out.
Yeah, it's probably a really bad idea, actually, isn't it?
I've got one. I've used it a handful of times.
Is it
I don't use it enough.
One or? Yeah.
Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah, I saw someone. We went to a festival in 2013, Boomtown Festival, and I saw someone flying one there. And
someone was flying a drone at Boomtown. I'm surprised they could fucking see.
I know.
Fly a drone.
I think he was like part of the crew filming it. Like,
right.
He weren't messy or anything, but it just amazed me. The first time I've seen one, like 7 years ago, I'd never seen one before. Mate, I was just blown away by it. And obviously they've got better and smaller and better and better. And they do fascinate me, but I suppose maybe it is a bit of a one-hit wonder. But if I was going to start the YouTube videos and that, I would love to have some of those sort of aerial shots for it. And we live in such a beautiful area right near a river and a forest, and it would be good. Okay. It would be cool.
But you're supposed to be looking at the meat, not the scenery.
Yeah, but you've got.
Hold on a second. Here's my burger. Fuck it. I'll send my drone up 400 foot so you can't see it anymore.
You got to have a few flashy, like sexy intro shots, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
what's that? The drone flying straight into the food?
Yeah, straight over the fire.
Taking the top of the ProQ off and flames and smoke all over the place. How's that for an intro?
Yeah.
Like a military video. No, so yeah. You don't like the laser guided missile things. You do one of them on a burger with a drone. Just take it out.
Fucking hell. That's your active imagination there, right?
I can't help it. I've got a creative brain. Not everybody understands it. So it's normally only me. Sorry. So yeah, we were going round. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
stuff.
Instagram. That's what we were talking about. You got Insta. Are you still doing your the competitions and that? I saw you do, like, you got to post up like the date and what you're cooking and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, do you know what? We've only been doing it 2 months. It's Smoke Pit Saturdays. So the idea is that all people have got to do is post their cook to Instagram on a Saturday. It doesn't have to be cooked on a Saturday. It can be any day of the week. And they've just got a hashtag Smoke Pit Saturdays and at Norfolk Smoke Pit into the post so we can see it. And then what I also asked for, which I think caused more ball ache than what it was actually worth, was I said that people had to post a piece of paper with the cook with the hashtag Smoke Pit Saturdays on it. And the reason I did that was because it's a bit of I don't know if you've ever heard of the term a timestamp, as if to say look, this is the cook
I cooked
that
it on
I've
that
done
day.
for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
competition. I've not just got a picture of Google and gone, oh yeah, Smoke Pit Saturdays, or I've not picked one of my cooks that I've done in 2016 and am entering it into a competition now. So, but it seems like, I don't know, either people can't read or they just can't be fucking fucked to follow the rules. Because they're either not putting the hashtag or they're not putting a bit of paper. So we've had a lot of activity around it. It's just perhaps not everybody has hit the criteria to actually follow the rules. So I've been a bit harsh with it, and I've said, look, I stuck to my guns from the beginning and said it's not fair for the people that have read the rules and have done the criteria. So it's actually a pretty easy competition to win this month because so you can still enter this Saturday. And then I'm going to draw it, like pick my favourites on Sunday, and then we've got Cork Barbecue, who's going to be like the final say-so on it. This month we had Marcus last month doing it, but I think out of about, I don't know, say about 20 cooks that have had a go at it, I think there's about 3 of them that have actually followed all the rules. So, but
I like them odds.
We've had a lot of, honestly, mate. If you go on there and if you look on Insta and you do hashtag Smoke Pit Saturdays, the guy that is blatantly going to win it this month, unless someone come and top trumps him, he cooked a whole, like basically the whole Greg's menu on the barbecue.
Hold up.
Literally, he done like sausage rolls, pasties, like just he got all the packaging from Greg's and everything. He'd done a bit. You must have seen the restaurant roulette that Alton's Barbecue World would do.
Yeah, of course.
He basically sort of done his own little version of that, and because they never done Greg's. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. He literally looks like he's been to Greg's and just bought a load of stuff, but he hasn't. You can see him making it. He's put like shots up of him making it and cooking it on the barbecue and stuff. But he absolutely smashed it, mate. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it next year, but I might, I don't know.
Is that the one?
That is the one, mate. Look at that. And a Nuki Brown to go with it as well. How good is that?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Him and his little girl did it. There's another couple of pictures on there of him actually like cooking it and making it and stuff. And I was well impressed with that. That really impressed me. CRG 55, is it? Craig
that is the one.
Yeah, that's him. I'm assuming his name's Craig. But yeah, he's well impressive.
I wanted to see that. Oh, there we go. Tidy. There's some big ass shrimps in there.
Decent, isn't it? Look at his little girl. Oh, I love it as well. I love it when the kids get involved. So there you go. Look, there's the kind of proof that it wasn't. Even though you can buy those from Iceland, can't you? Like raw Greg's stuff. But
they're clearly not. There's no way. I mean, look at the filling. There is no way.
That's pretty.
Ain't no shitty Iceland job, is it? Let's be honest.
I'm meant to be shortlisting 3 people and then sending it to Cork, and he's sort of having the final say. So I'll let him choose. But if he doesn't choose him, that mate, he's getting prizes anyway, because it was just like head and shoulders above what anyone else had put in. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some really, really good cooks, but I just liked how different that was, and like I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it wasn't restaurant roulette, there wasn't any criteria. It's literally cook the food over flames and you can be entered. So for him to come out with something all crazy like that, I was like, mate, that's a winner. So yeah,
Bro and Slow got some serious some heat from his McDonald's one, didn't he?
Mate, he's
Lad Bible grabbed hold of it, and it just fucking went like that.
Yeah,
it was in the newspapers a lot.
Was it really?
Yeah, it went in the newspapers. It went Lad Bible got hold of it, and once Lad Bible got it, a couple of the tabloids had it as well.
Really? It
went mad. But to be fair, his menu, everything that he made was almost spot on. Like you could tell that it was, better quality than McDonald's shite, but it looked like the original thing.
He's done a Burger King as well.
Is he? I've not seen that one. I'm gonna have to go and have a look.
Yeah, so they done the restaurant roulette, and then they done the battles, and he cooked against.
Oh yeah,
Ben.
yeah, yeah.
He cooked against Ben Fort or Forte.
Oh,
I'm not sure
from Kamado Joe.
Yeah, and they got drawn Burger King, and Bro and Slow was really gutted because he had obviously, look at your face, you're looking at it now, aren't you? He put
Jesus wept.
He put every single item basically from the Burger King menu into one burger. He used
That is a beast.
He used our Herbie jalapeno rub on the chicken. I think they were the chicken tenders or something like that, and that little cheese crownlet on the top of it and stuff, and just like
I like the little scared potato faces in the background.
Yeah, potato.
Because it was in time for Halloween. I have seen this. I forgot. Yeah. I have seen this, but this was sort of in time for Halloween. But
yeah, he smashed Ben Forte. I mean,
I'm hungry.
Really good. Ben done like 4 different burgers. He had like a Thanksgiving burger with mashed potato in it, and there was all sorts going on. But it's quite funny as well because the guy that was judging it, Eric Gephardt, he is he's like, he works for Kamado as well. So him and Ben have basically like worked.
Oh no way!
Yeah, and he voted for Bro and Slow, yeah, but. Yeah, Jamie, I've spoke to him quite a lot on Insta. Really friendly guy, really approachable from Bro and Slow, and yeah, he's a top bloke. He is. I know, mate. You can see how Jamie won, can't you?
Yeah.
No offense, Ben.
That's not a challenge there at all. I'm afraid. I mean, it's cool. The bun's cool, but
yeah, it was like activated
charcoal. Like I tell you, like Bro and Slow put in so much effort even into the photo. Yeah. There's so much going on in that photo that just makes it pop more than. I mean, to be fair, if they were both in the same situation in the same sort of setting, it'd be hard to try and sort of pick one. But
it's difficult as well because when you can't taste the food, you're literally going on what it looks like.
No, exactly. But you're looking at aesthetics, aren't you? You're not actually looking at what it tastes like. I mean, that looks like a more manageable burger from Ben, to be fair, than Bro and Slow. Bro and Slow's.
Ben done 4 burgers. Yeah, there was like 4. Yeah, there was that was like a Halloween themed one. Then he done a Thanksgiving one that I'm sure it had mashed potato in it. Or he made the bun with mashed potato.
Oh,
no way.
Yeah,
sounds pretty cool.
He said out of the 4 burgers that he did that the mashed potato bun was the best one.
Mm-hmm. No, I bet it was. I bet that was yummy.
I'd get behind that.
I suppose it's kind of like the hash brown sort of thing going on, and a mashed potato hash brown sort of.
Yeah.
Potato burger.
That's if anyone wants to have a bash at it, Smoke Pit Saturdays is the last day tomorrow for November, and then
any particular food that needs to be cooked or just in general?
No, cooked over flame. That is it. As long as there's fire,
and we got to try and beat Greg's.
You've literally got to try and beat Greg's, matey, because for me, that's where it's at. Susan Stoneman, you must have said.
Yeah, that's a difficult one, isn't it?
She makes some marvellous food.
She's entered, and her stuff always looks banging. She'll be shortlisted this month, but mate, I'm confident Cork's picking that Greg's, I tell you. But and then I'll do it again in December. But because I want to get the prizes out to the person by Christmas, I don't want to be pissing about. So that's only going to be going for 2 Saturdays in December, and that is going to be Christmas themed stuff. So it's got to have a loose, you know what I mean? It's got to be some stuffing balls or some turkey or something in there, which I don't know how well that will be. I don't know how well that will be used, because I don't know whether people are just saving their Christmas cooks for Christmas, or I don't know, but that's the plan anyway.
Anyone on YouTube's got their Christmas cooks out now, so I know Instagram's sort of different. No. Yeah, all the YouTube videos of Christmas stuff.
Well, I'll be having a practice. I'm going to do a ham like next week, I think, just to make sure.
How are you planning on doing that? Give us a little insight on how you're going to do your ham.
Do you know what's probably on the Frontier, just nice and simple. That's the thing with ham. There's so many variations on it. Last year I think I soaked it in water, which I've heard people soak it in milk and all sorts. But I soaked it in water. I changed the water a couple of times before I gave it like a little sort of quick pre-boil type thing. Just got it going, and then kind of finished it on the Frontier by glazing it every kind of 15 minutes with I have no idea how I did it last year, because I will literally go in the cupboard and be like, a dollop of mustard, a bit of honey or a bit of maple syrup, a bit of brown sugar.
So me.
Yeah,
mix it up. That
so
was
me.
So this year,
have you tried instead of using water to sort of wash out some of that salt? Have you tried using any? I used like orangeade or lemonade, stuff like that.
Nice. I've seen
goes really well.
Doing it in Sprite. I've cooked it in boiled it in Coke before. A couple of years ago, we done a Coke.
Coke's damn good.
That was
Coke,
that was good.
Coke with chicken goes really well.
Ooh.
It's almost like a hunter's chicken, so it almost goes like a barbecue sauce. Fucking hell, that is incredible.
That's the whole
sounds like an 80s dinner party to me. I don't know about anything else.
Don't knock it until you tried it, buddy.
Mate,
it's damn good stuff.
Pineapple and cheese on sticks and all sorts, mate.
Oh, I ain't talking about that sort of. I was more Colombian focused. You know, the Colombian Coca-Cola they make.
Yes, mate.
Is that the one that goes in the food truck with your uncle?
Similar. Anyway, getting back onto the questions.
Moving on again.
No, actually, we're still pretty much on track at the minute. To be fair,
are we?
Yeah, we are. We're still in the Instagram amounts. We've done the Saturday cook. So what do you find engaging on Instagram, Poppy? What actually makes you stop and look and scroll or comment?
Do you know what? I love stories. I get bored of the feed thing, really. Just literally, it is a bit scrolly. I like stories. I like it when people, a bit more interaction. I like the questions that you can get on stories when people ask a question and then you put an answer in, and I find that a lot more engaging. But yeah, just good cooks, to be honest. It's good, interesting cooks, tasty looking food. That was initially why I used to have Instagram on my phone way before any of this. And I just literally followed I know it's a bit cheesy, I hate the word really, but like food porn accounts. I used to watch I don't know, like cake icing videos, just the mesmerizing food videos. Do you know what I mean? The ones that you don't really want to watch, but after you've watched 3 seconds, you've got to watch the rest of it because you started watching it, sort of thing. So yeah, just I don't know, good content. I like Instagram. It's a lot more. People are less opinionated on Instagram than they are on Facebook. I find it a bit more of a friendly place, a bit more supportive. People are a lot more complimentary, and rather than Facebook can be a bit.
So,
I don't know.
On the whole opinionation thing, this is going to sound. I don't know whether this is going to sound wrong or not, but I'm going to go with it. And forgive me if it does come across wrong.
Just think about it. Give yourself 1 second, filter it, and then
I've thought about it. I've thought about it. I'm going to blame the Southern Comfort if it comes out wrong. So, being a woman in a barbecue community, I'd say it's heavily populated by men. Correct?
On my insights, because you can go on Instagram and you look at your insights, 80% of my followers are men, 20% are female. So that gives you an idea of. Yeah.
How do you find it as a woman producing content for barbecue? Do you get like a different sort of reflection from people? Do you get negative comments in that way, or do you find people are more interactive with you?
I've not had any negativity on any platform. I can't really, in a way, answer the question because I don't know what it's like to be a guy posting it, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And again, I don't want this to come across the wrong way. I don't want this to sound big-headed or anything, but I think my content sort of speaks for itself.
It does. 100%.
I don't post a lot of pictures of me on there, so there's a good chance that quite a lot of people, if they don't know who I am, it's very faceless. It's Norfolk Smoke Pit. It's pictures of food.
Yeah.
I'd be a guy. So
fair enough.
I think I'd like to think that the food sort of does the talking, and it's
absolutely
not because I'm a girl, but it is very male dominated. And I think in the likes of the groups of Countrywood Smoke, where my name is on there, I am Poppy. Everybody knows me as Poppy rather than sort of Norfolk Smoke Pit on there. I would say that the girls probably, I wouldn't say they stand out, but I can name 10 girls, if that, on that group that regularly post, whereas I could reel off 100 to 200 guys' names. So I guess maybe we do the girls perhaps stand out a little bit more. But yeah, on my Instagram, I feel like I'm very sort of faceless. I don't put lots of pictures of me up. So
yeah,
fingers crossed the food sort of does the talking.
I'd like to see it more of an even split. Why should barbecue be massively dominated by a male market?
Oh, definitely.
Everyone can enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's I think a lot of this is getting into, like you say, it's getting into sketchy territory where you might have people, but
that's why I thought about the question before I asked it.
As I said, you can say what you want, you know. It's like, don't hold back.
A lot of guys, you know, if you're kind of in a sort of husband and wife relationship, I feel like it would upset a lot of the husbands if the wife kind of said, "I'll cook the barbecue." It's a bit like, I think,
go on, wife, get on out there and do it.
Yeah,
give me a fucking break for once.
It's kind of like the whole, why don't women propose to men? Why is that a man's job? You know, because I guess it's just always kind of just
boiled down from culture, I guess. Yeah.
And I suppose barbecue is a little bit like that. I suppose it's always been seen as the man's kind of job, I suppose. But don't get me wrong, there's some, I mean, like Hitchin's Kitchen and Grill. You ever heard of her?
Yeah.
Minster.
Yeah. Good stuff from her as well.
Fucking class cook on the barbecue. I mean, her and her husband Neil, they do it together, but they're a real good team. And Kate does just as much as Neil. And I'm not going to list all the girls in barbecue, but there's especially like some of the American, like Diva Q. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a legend.
Robin Linder as well. Grillgirls.com, a massive website for female grilling in America.
Shout out to Genevieve Taylor, who's written the Charred book. So you know, there is some good female cooks out there, and hopefully that I mean, I would like to think that I'm perhaps encouraging more girls to get involved, but I don't know. We could probably talk forever about this kind of male female kind of.
I want to know.
I think it's a good thing.
This comment over here,
yeah,
from your wife is, Ryan, that she asked you to marry her, and then she's put, you said no.
Because you wanted. Let me guess. Because you wanted to ask her.
Absolutely. That's the correct answer. Well done, Poppy.
See, and that's what I was saying about the barbecue, that it's almost like soul crushing for a bloke to be like, no, man cook barbecue. Woman
me cook food.
Woman do not cook barbecue. And that's like how you felt when your wife proposed. It's like, whoa, hang on a minute. That's my job. Like, let me do that.
I was surprised. To be fair, it was is it leap year day or something? I think it was.
Yeah.
You can do it on that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well shocked. I was like, all right. And I was like, what? It's like, okay, in the end. But, yeah.
Mike's put the more women in barbecue, the better the community will start looking.
It's a true story, Mike.
This is why I'm not so close up to the camera, because if I got close, you'd really see my beard. I've got
Same with me, you know.
I don't get that problem.
Yeah, Matt's like a baby face.
Here we
He's
go.
got
You watch the chat go crazy now, Matt.
He's got pretty much no. I'm not even sure if he's a fully grown male, to be honest.
Thanks. Thanks.
Look,
I'm pretty sure I am.
Well, I'm sure you are. I had a shave yesterday and I've got stubble already. You can have a shave. When did you last have a shave?
About a week ago. Yeah. Lazy.
I ain't commenting. I need to get some ice, because I'm not commenting on when I last shaved my beard.
Probably best not to be fair.
That's for later in the interview.
Yeah,
No,
that's it.
Seems to be running rather long, Ryan.
Is it all right? I just get some ice. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go off camera.
You carry on.
Yeah, no problem.
We will recenter our approach on questions, I think.
Yeah, we're working through it, Matt. We're got a few
4 or 5 left.
Good interview though. Interesting. A good insight.
Absolutely.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back in the room.
Who inspires you in the barbecue world?
Oh mate, how long have you got? Ryan is waving
about
at me.
10 minutes.
No, seriously, Ryan. When you were doing your Missenden barbecue videos, I was, because I knew how tough a sort of cookie or nut to crack, or whatever the phrase is, that videos on YouTube were. I was loving what you were doing, and always had time to drop you a comment or a like or whatever.
Yeah.
But who inspires me? Do you know what? I've got to shout him out, and I know everybody loves him, but Marcus.
He's the
boy. I should say Marcus is in there somewhere. He
has been absolutely amazing. He has supported me right from the beginning. He's literally slid into my DMs like, right, here's my phone number, ring me, let's talk about making rubs. Yeah, just not
careful.
Yeah, no, he's been a really, really good bloke, and I love his style. I love his sort of I suppose it's a bit caveman-esque, the way he, does the sort of dirty steaks and stuff. And yeah, but mate, honestly, there's a list. If you look at everybody I'm following on Instagram, I will only follow people if they're pretty much barbecue and they've got good content. So those sort of 2,800 or whatever it is that I'm following, they are the people that inspire me. Every cook on Instagram that I see in my feed, it's like, yeah, that's good, that's cool, I'm going to try that, or I'm going to give that a go.
You found you got yourself a list that's the size of your arm, that you things you want to try, and you're probably never going to get round to, but you've still got them on your list.
Yeah. No, but there's so many people. Susan Snowman, she's bloody brilliant. She's if there was an award on the Countrywood Smoke page for best contributor this year, she would get my vote all day long. Her cooks are, the way she goes live, and she's got her sons on the camera, being the cameraman, and that's how I want to be with my boy when I'm sort of, when they're older, and I want to, I like it's like a big family event. And same with Marcus, I know he cooks, he doesn't just cook for himself. It's a family kind of affair sort of thing. And yeah, list is too long, mate. Bro and Slow.
Yeah, definitely.
He's class.
Yeah, there you go.
People are going to get pissed off. But I do want to start mentioning people because...
Why?
Because there's so many that...
You just have to do like you've like the famous speeches they do at the awards. It's like there's so many people to name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
There's
if I
too
missed
many,
anyone.
I can't name. I'd like to thank my mum. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
to be fair, shout outs to my mum. She doesn't cook barbecue, but she's a really good baker, and she inspires me. She does do a lot of nice cooking, and a lot of what I've learned, even if it's not barbecue, it's just sort of basic cooking has come from my ma. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her.
Funny you should mention that. I'm working on that. So yeah, we'll be hopefully talking to them soon.
Who?
Even Matt didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
You
don't talk to me anymore, Ryan.
Sam and Shauna. Who were the Welsh smoking elk? Your mum, Sam and Shauna. Who were the Welsh people?
No, I was just
You've just completely confused me then. I was like, I'm a few beers in now. I was like, you're talking to my mum on this show. It's like, yeah, get her on.
Sam and Shauna, they're also class. I've got their book, the Hangfire book, and literally I've cooked that. That was kind of the first book I had, actually, that even down to the coleslaw that they've got in that book, it is spot on. They are, and I like them because they're doing a lot more on sort of like national, whatever you call it, like major TV. They're on Saturday Morning Kitchen, aren't they? Doing most Saturdays. So yeah, that's good because they're definitely putting barbecue out there to the wider sort of community.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sort of working on contacting him. Actually, if Elky's been hold of him, I'll beat him up and see if he can help me out.
Oh, sure Smoking Elk as well. How could I get? He's class. He's another one. Very inspiring.
I see he's got himself he's got himself a nice new beer keg tap. Seen that yet? He's got himself a rather large collection of Stella Artois, which looks really nice.
He should get a fucking deal from Stella, that bloke, because every video or every shot he's got a Stella.
It's got a Stella in it. I'm hoping it's time that they recognised and they've provided. Well, he did a little Instagram thing earlier with him pouring a pint from his new keg or his machine. Really? He's got himself a proper that looks spot on.
They're meant to be really good, them.
Yeah, true.
I just wonder whether they're. I wonder how many pints you actually get out of it, whether it's worth it or not.
I've heard good reviews.
The other thing is you've got to be a hardened drinker, or at least enjoy drinking all the time. I very rarely drink, hence the Southern Comfort.
How far are you through that already? Bottle of Southern Comfort, Matt? Let me see your bottle.
Well, it was half full.
You're doing all right. You've had a quarter bottle of Southern.
Well, yeah, I mean it's kind of kicking in now, so we'll slow down a little bit.
Oh, you can see it at the back, look.
You're doing all right and all, aren't you? Just I'm normally the one getting rat ass.
Yeah, hanging on for 6.5 hours on a live for the night.
That was a quality chat, but I'm not gonna drink it because.
Oh, you go on, have a slurp.
Dangerous.
Oh wow!
Peach moonshine.
Keeling over backwards. Yeah, peach moonshine from Palmetto Moonshine, and they do this one as well, which is I don't really need this tonight because I'm on the apple pie thingies, but it's apple pie moonshine.
Oh, that's nice.
Like a bit of cinnamon bark in the bottom.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to break into those. To be fair, I'll be.
They sound like Christmas in a glass.
That's what I'm saving them for.
I'm going for Bailey's hot chocolate. Or I'm not. The wife wants Bailey's hot chocolate. It's hit the winter months now, and we've got frost kicking in, and now it's the coffee machine that I have now has been repurposed to making hot chocolates for her all the time. So it's make the hot chocolates, and it's like How do we up the game? Let's put some Baileys in it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Have you ever
I'm looking
tried
forward to
Frangelico?
No, what's that? You got to tell us what that is now you mentioned it. What is it?
You ever tried Frangelico liqueur?
No? What is it?
No.
No, it's proper nice. It's on your pub shop slide.
Yeah.
Got it is on there. It's at the front. It's
Is
like
it?
a really tall bottle. Yeah, it's a really tall bottle.
Hold on.
And it's got
We'll
like
have a quick switch.
You can't see because I'm over it.
Hold on.
I'm right in front of it. There you go. Next to the what's that?
It's next to Bailey's.
It's right at the front. Anyway, you got Kahlua.
Oh,
Baileys,
yeah. It's literally under you there. It's on
yeah. It's
that side.
It's next to the Baileys. It's next to the Baileys. It's
Yeah.
It's a hazelnut liqueur. You want to get that in your hot chocolate, mate.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Proper nice.
I'll give that a crack.
Really, really nice.
I'm sure she'll be.
Frangelico.
She'll be excited when she gets back in later. From
Yeah, definitely
whatever she's doing.
recommend that. Good for it. When I first tried it was in Amsterdam in a boozy milkshake.
Oh
wow!
Proper nice.
Yeah, sounds that's
Proper
what
nice.
I'll give that a whirl.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, milkshakes in the summer, hot chocolate in the winter. Nice.
Deb would absolutely murder them. I'm pretty sure she would. She likes the old Baileys and all that sort of stuff. Whack one of them in, and it'd be like, hello.
Yeah, well, nice.
Be banging them down her head like there'd be no tomorrow.
Ryan's lucky Christmas.
Every day's a lucky day. My wife's lovely. I'm punching well above my weight, mate. I tell you what, she's a diamond.
That's not where I was going with it, but whatever.
Again, I was just trying to divert the conversation. We're not all about that on this podcast.
I mean,
we're not a smutty podcast.
We're past the watershed. We can swear. We can, take. We can.
Yeah.
She probably is. She's probably sat there laughing anyway. We'll get a comment.
Lep's in the chat. Yeah, Lep. How you doing, Lep? Lep from Leprechaun TV. How you doing, brother?
Oh,
one of our American friends. Des, if you want to hang around, you'll probably meet him in a little while. He's a really good dude. So the whole here we go. Let's get back on. The whole social media activities can be extremely sort of tiring sometimes. I felt like I had a bit of a burnout in the summer. You know what I mean? You just get a bit. It gets a bit much, doesn't it? Have you ever sort of experienced that?
Do you know what? I don't put any pressure on myself. I tried. I said on Instagram a little while ago that I was going to do 365 posts, like a year's worth. Every day I was going to be consistent and do a post. And if you look back, you'll find that. And I think it lasted about 8 days.
Nice.
And I missed like 3 days. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot I was doing a post every day. And I was like, oh no. So I try not to put too much pressure on to do things, because I know that burnout would happen. So I haven't really experienced it yet, but I do sometimes feel the pressure if I look at my own account and I'm like, oh, I haven't posted anything in like 6 days. Should I have done? Should I have left it that long? Should I be more consistent? So yes, I kind of have not felt a burnout, but felt a pressure to be consistent. But I haven't. I think that's why I didn't go in with the videos, because I knew I would feel that burnout. I knew if I started videos, that would be almost a bad idea. Yes.
Uh-oh.
You still there, Poppy?
It looks like she's going to sneeze.
She'll be back. It is an interesting question. To be honest, as I said,
it is a good one. I'm still suffering my burnout. I just can't get the muster the energy to do anything.
I think you've got the Rempy hangover, man.
Fuck that! I don't even want to hear that name on his show anymore.
No, that's
that
to
guy
be
can
honest.
Go fuck himself.
I think this show is. You do something like this, it's quite work intensive. Anyone who does a live show or a podcast can tell you that. And then you sort of bang on you active on Instagram, and you did a YouTube thing as well. And before you know
I'm struggling to even. I'm just going on Instagram. I'm not even like Poppy said the other day. Early, she said that she's just doing stories. That's all I'm doing. I'm flicking like the first 5-6 stories and then coming off it again. So it's just, I'm struggling with it. To be fair, all social media at the minute is everything's just like there's too much negativity on social media at the minute as well. Just it doesn't help with general mental well-being. So
I must admit, like all of my only sort of stuff I do, I've obviously got the Facebook group Ugly Drum Smokers. That's just sort of cooking and building stuff. Facebook, I don't really venture into the mainstreams, if you know what I mean. It's always just barbecuing or stuff like that. Instagram I really like because it's easy. You can just put a post. Yeah, it's literally put a picture up, put some hashtags up.
I can't actually remember the last time I put a post up on Instagram. An actual post, not one for the show. An actual post for my Instagram. I have no idea.
I'll tell
you exactly when it is.
What was it called? Because they've just updated Instagram, haven't they? And that was really weird.
Now it looks like Facebook. The last one was my meatball Mariana burger.
Let's have a look at
this little puppy. Meatball marinara bacon smash burgers. That was the last one I did. September. It's 26th of September. Yeah. So properly having a full-on rest from doing anything. And I think that's probably the last time I cooked on the barbecues, which is really bad. Yeah.
I always
actually. No, I've cooked chicken in that time as well. So I just didn't take any pictures of the chicken. I just went out to cook to eat it rather than take pictures to show off. I think sometimes that's almost what it's like. You're sitting there, you're going out to cook to show off, and sometimes you just want to enjoy what you're doing. And when you get to that point where you're like, do I really want to keep doing it? And taking pictures for people to look at, but in the same sort of thought, when you take a picture and you upload it to Instagram, people get inspiration to cook it. So it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we've both done the same thing.
Sorry.
Oh no. Something went wrong. Can't get back on.
There she is.
She's back.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Here we go.
You're on the stream, Pop.
No. Technology, eh?
Oh, don't worry about it. Well, as I said, worse things happen. We're going well. We're getting through the questions.
I've turned off my Wi-Fi, and I'm connected to 4G now. But my Wi-Fi is really good, and I've told the other half to turn her phone off ages ago. I was like, get off the Wi-Fi.
Get off your phone. Leave Netflix alone.
Yeah.
That's it. Using all the bandwidth.
Yeah, so I don't know what. I've shut all my other tabs. I've shut all my other apps, and it's still shit. So I put it on 4G, and hopefully it's it won't happen again.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It seems quite Yeah, Matt, I tell you this. It seems quite sporadic. If you was an IT dude, is it a sporadic connection, Matt?
A sporadic connection. It could be anything. Mate. The fact that everybody's like working from home and doing stuff like that is it's constant issues at the minute.
Yeah.
So it could be anything. You know, I had issues last week, so it can't be avoided. It's just one of those things. We just deal with it and carry on waffling. Yeah. I mean, I just went through my Instagram to see when the last time I posted was, and it was the 26th of September.
Really?
Well, obviously we were talking about the burnout on social media, and yeah. I'm still going through my burnout. It's just one of those, you know, where I just want to enjoy what I cook. I don't want to have to think about making it look pretty, or the thing that like sometimes gets me is like you'll do it all, you'll cook it all, and then you leave your food cold because you're fucking around with the positioning of something on a plate. Like, oh no, not quite, and then you'll finally get some decent pictures, and you'll go, great, it's fucking cold. And that just, I'm a massive foodie, so eating like something that you've sat there and slaved for ages, and you eat it cold, you're just like, oh man, I can't.
Best stuff is more important. Yeah.
Didn't catch any of that, Pop.
I'm not allowed to take lots of pictures of the food.
So is it just like a one take sort of one day you get it on, wash it down, put the lights on, and then that's it, dinner time? Oh man. It was going so well. It's alright. She'll be back. She's frozen again.
Too many ice cubes in her drink.
She's going well on the fireball. Fair play to her, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I hear
some
noise.
You're still there?
I think it's just catching up, mate, from...
Because I will get showered. Like you take the fucking piss now. Get the food on the table. Like stop taking the pictures of it. So the pit. Hear me?
Kind of. You're really breaking up a bit. Maybe get back on the Wi-Fi, Pop.
You're back.
The Wi-Fi was better, definitely.
Can you hear me?
The Wi-Fi was better.
I think that was all that was all being we all that was all caught up. I think we were just talking to nothing at the end.
So yeah, Dutch says he gets moaned at when he doesn't sit and eat together because I'm pissing about. I get the same.
I see. The missus doesn't moan about me taking pictures, but I moan at myself because I just eating cold food is just boring. You know, why would you want to eat cold food?
Mm-hmm.
Have you put the Wi-Fi back on again?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Oh, it's a joke. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no. As I said, worse things happen. We're getting through it.
Yes, cold food. Cold food is shit.
No one likes cold food. Do you know,
No.
The missus was telling me about some of the people that she follows for other food posts. There's a couple of them that will make a spare dish, eat their food, and then they'll fuck around with cold food, and then like make it look, you know, fresh. So they'll put like someone told me the other day that they put like a lump of charcoal behind their food because it had already gone cold. They'd put a lump of charcoal behind it for the steam effect. I thought that was quite clever.
To be fair, I've watched a thing on I think it was Tasty put up a video of like tricks of the trade for when they do like commercials or adverts, whatever you want to call them. And it'll be like they use like PVA glue instead of like, I don't know, like icing or cream. And the amount of stuff that you see, like, you know, you see like a
makes the food completely unedible.
And the burger looks absolutely immaculate. Yeah, a lot of it isn't real. A lot of it isn't even real food.
No.
A lot of it is fake. Which that's not me, mate. I put it on the counter. If do you know what I mean? Some of the best stuff that we've eaten hasn't been photographed because it's been eaten so quickly.
Absolutely.
Or it's been a case of I've taken a photo. I've done smash burgers the other week. And I really wanted to get some good pictures. The pictures were rubbish. It was what it was. You know what I mean? It was like.
I've done that so many times where you sit down to eat it and then you go, oh fuck, I was supposed to take pictures, and then you like put it back down on the plate and you go, well, I can't take pictures of a half-eaten burger, can I? It doesn't work.
Yeah, so
then you just give up.
No, like I said to you earlier, I haven't got any fancy equipment. I'm not here with big fancy lights. It is my dinner. It is what it looks like. I don't ponce it about for the camera. I don't let food go cold. I am, you know, it is a couple of quick photos before it gets eaten. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, to be fair.
Oh no, please tell me I'm still here.
Yeah, you are. You're hanging in there. The connection's a bit ropey, but you're still here, dude.
I think I'm free. I think I'm in the process of freezing.
You are?
Yeah.
There, she's gone. Oh, man. It's a shame. Right, so where are we now?
I think it's probably for the last question, the music question.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
If not, then we might jump into the pub club.
Yeah. I think the music question would be really interesting with Poppy. She's pretty musical. She's a bit of an old raver, much like myself, with a bit of a more of a diverse. And if you're making music, you know, you got to know what you're talking about. I used to have a couple of decks and that, and like 1210s and mixed vinyl and things. But if you're actually, you are kind of you're frozen, but there you go. You're moving now. Wicked.
I think it's going to sound really daft, but it might be worth turning off the video and just have the voice. So
this is what was happening yesterday, Ryan, when I was talking to you. It was a little bit sketchy. I don't know if it's my internet or this server or what.
At the bottom of your phone, you've probably got like an icon that's got like the webcam icon. You get right. Let's see if the audio stays any better. And just see if let's see what this does. It might work, it might not. But let's hit you with the last question then. So it's a question we ask every guest that we have on the show. top 3 music albums or artists.
Oh, now this is tough for me because I have got a super eclectic taste in music.
Everybody that comes on the show says the same thing, and no one's let us down yet with their music taste. It's been so wide and so varied.
No pressure then, no pressure.
No, absolutely.
So, oh God, okay. First and foremost would be, I'm not going to pick an album, but a Prodigy album.
Fair enough.
I think the Prodigy are awesome. I would probably pick. I don't know what their album. I don't know if it was called. No, it wasn't called. Was it called The Warriors Dance? Their last album. I don't know if you know the Prodigy. Or
yeah, well, to be fair, I wouldn't say I know the Prodigy, but I've certainly got a connection to them. The Warrior Dance was off of their Experience album, which was one of the first ones, wasn't it?
No. They've done a. It's called Invaders Must Die. My partner's just shouted through. And that is a name of one of the songs on the album. The Warriors Dance was the name of the festival that they did at the Milton Keynes Bowl in 2010. Which was awesome. So yeah, Invaders Must Die, the last Prodigy album. But then this is getting tough already because there's lots of tunes that I like off that album, but like Ryan said, I think it's called the Something Experience. They're one of their earlier albums.
The Prodigy Experience was the first album they done, wasn't it? It was just like a white cover with Prodigy on it.
Yeah, that's just the Prodigy. Let's just say the Prodigy. So many good tunes that they've got. Oh my God. Okay. The Dre album. I think it's called 2001.
Oh,
again.
Tunes.
Yeah. So still DRE. Just Dre, Snoop Dogg, Dre, Eminem, all those kind of like 90s kind of Dre tunes. Down.
That was the icon was Dr. Dre, top left hand corner in green, and the bottom was the cannabis leaf 2001.
With a big old canny leaf. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the one,
it was.
and
then the original, parental advisory stamped to the left.
Yeah. Classic 90s album logo.
Absolutely.
That parental stamp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's class, mate. That's like that was what I grew up kind of when I was sort of 14, sort of hip hop kind of Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, that kind of stuff. Bit of Tupac. I suppose you've got to give Tupac a shout out in that sort of music. And then I'd go a bit sort of, I suppose, I don't know if it's a bit, off my sort of what I've mentioned, sort of dancey hip hop stuff, and go completely chilled out and pick like a Bob Marley album. I'm actually useless with album names.
When I'm put under pressure, I can't think of anything. But when I'm not under pressure, music is just like second nature to me. It's ridiculous.
And I've also, even though I have mentioned 3, so we've got Bob Marley, Dr. Dre, and Prodigy. I love a bit of Motown.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like a bit of
Motown. I love disco. I love Motown.
Cooking to Motown you can't beat it.
My mum loves it, and it just sort of reminds me of kind of discos and literally parties that I kind of went to when I was younger with my mum and family, and sort of good times. In fact, that's a good tune, is it? Le Chic, c'est freak. Good time. We
freak out.
Have good times.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of vibe. So yeah, anything really. I mean, I'm not a massive, I don't want to upset anybody, but I'm not a massive metal fan. I like rock music. I like quite a lot of rock bands, but not massive heavy metal. Like that with the pub that my mum and dad used to own, a lot of the customers like that. Like, is it Screamo? where they just go raw down the mic.
I don't get that either, to be fair.
Music. No, I don't like that.
Me
But,
that
so
not for everyone.
I hope I'm not the first person to disappoint you with their music.
No, absolutely not.
You've not disappointed me. Prodigy class, Dre's class, and to be fair, music is such a personal thing to everybody. Because I've said this before, it's not necessarily the music, it's also the memories and the experience you can relate to that music. So
definitely, mate. Yeah.
That's what makes music for me. You know, like you think you've got an eclectic mix? Jesus.
You won't want to look at my Spotify playlist.
My main passion is like jungle music and drum and bass, but it's so hard for people to sort of relate to any of those sort of songs. Like, I mean, if I said super sharp shooter, I don't even know
that one straight away.
Super sharp. I don't know if you know. If that means
Wreckage.
Yeah. Badass. Doom, 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 doom. So that's my sort of real love music, really. But yes, it's not.
Probably jungling guy.
Yeah. Oh, you referencing the Human Traffic film?
Yes, I might well be.
Yeah, cool. That's one of the best scenes of
absolutely
of all the films. That's
just got this in. It make Hari Krishna look like a bad boy.
Yeah. I could just see. I wish you had the camera. Hang on, let me just flick it on quick.
Yeah. Love it.
So that's it. That's my music, and I can't believe you've had me talking for 2 hours. To be honest,
I told you, it's once you get going, it's easy, you know.
Definitely.
I talk a lot of shit.
Right.
I tell you what,
stick around for Ryan's Pub Club,
mate. I'm going outside for a fag, and I will be in the pub with you. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
Wicked, mate.
Right.
What do I do? Just stay on, or?
Yeah, just hang around.
Yeah, can do.
Cool. All right. Can I chat? Can I join the chat? Or?
Well, you can stay where you are, and we'll put you back up. The bandwidth might open up, and hopefully there'll be people coming on and chatting as well. So
hopefully so.
Right, before you everyone to tears, mate.
No, I don't think
so. It's been a very interesting chat, actually. I want to talk. I want to hit you up about your drum and bass history and stuff like that. I want to know what. Well, once we get out of the interview, I love all that sort of stuff. I'm a sucker for, especially that. Like, if you can talk to an old raver who's been out and about and been places and done stuff, it's almost like a medal of honor. You know what I mean? You got to tick the boxes and go to certain clubs and been to certain stuff and done certain things and all that sort of stuff. You know?
Yeah. I'm too old and crusty for that now, mate. But I'm up for reminiscing with you in the pub.
Before you disappear, tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Oh, okay. Insta. So it's literally Norfolk _Smoke _Pit. I think if you just go onto the search bar and type in Norfolk Smoke Pit, you ain't got to put the underscores in. I'll come up.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook as the same, Norfolk Smoke Pit. Don't bother adding me on my personal page because literally all I do is put pictures up of my little boy on there. So if you want to talk to me about barbecue, add me on my Norfolk Smoke Pit stuff. And that is kind of where you will find me, to be honest. Obviously, you've got our website, which is www.norfolksmokepit.com. We are doing a deal at the moment. It's not really a Black Friday deal, to be honest. I didn't jump on the Black Friday thing this year. We'll be a bit more organised next year. But our tins are usually $5.99, but we're doing 4 at the moment. So the 4 flavours in the range for £20. So it's a decent saving. Save £4. The code is Corkfather. That's not Cockfather, which is what everyone's been taking the piss out of him a little bit. It's Corkfather, CORK father. So if you put that code in, that will get you the 4 tins for 20 quid. And that'll be running for the next sort of week or so. So if anyone wants to jump on it and get some cheap products, that's the way to do it at the moment.
Fair enough. Excellent.
Lovely.
Right. So time to wrap up then. That's it for this
see you
week.
in the boozer then, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Poppy. You've been a great interview. Really interesting to talk to. Fantastically fun. I knew you were going to be great when I sort of hit you up to come on. So thanks for the interview. You've been great. Stick around for the pub club, and we're going to wrap the show up. So go and do your thing for a minute.
Thanks for asking me on, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the pub, all right?
All right.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
Bye.
So that's it for this week. Remember, if you're watching live, stick around for the pub club. Thank you again for tuning into the Barbecue Talk Show. Remember, we're available as a podcast. So if you miss us, catch us up live. If you miss us live, catch us up there. Available on all podcast platforms. Go check out the Facebook page. Give us a like. We also have a Facebook group at Barbecue Talk Show on both of those. If you have any interest in becoming a guest on the Barbecue Talk Show, email us at guest@bbqtalks.com. Our social media handles are at Barbecue Talk Show on all the platforms. Check out my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Smoking Q's, and check out Ryan's Instagram, Ryan_G's_barbecue.stuff, and his YouTube, Ryan G's Barbecue and Stuff. So, about a 2-minute break, and then into the pub club. See you very shortly.
Yeah.